Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Sharon and Nick's London secret come home hiding something huge. The Young and the Restless, Y and R, spoilers reveal that Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, are off enjoying themselves in London with Faith Newman, Ray Lancaster, Christian Newman, last played by Alex Wilson, and Noah Newman, Rory Gibson. Will Nick and Sharon have a secret by the time they get back? Before Nick went on this trip, he gave Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, updates and got an interesting response. Although Victoria initially hinted about Nick needing a break from Sharon and all her drama, she eventually suggested maybe Sharon was his destiny. Victoria has been around Nick and Sharon long enough to know there's a powerful connection between them. Despite Nick's declarations about keeping things platonic, Victoria acknowledged the possibility for this trip to change things. Sharon can finally relax after both kidnapping ordeals and everything else she's dealt with in recent months. This trip may recharge Sharon and bring her closer to Nick as they enjoy some family bonding. However, Nick and Sharon may do some private bonding as well. It's easy to imagine Sharon and Nick getting swept up in a romantic moment, perhaps while Noah, Faith, and Christian are off doing something fun on their own. Will Nick and Sharon surrender to a sizzling kiss behind closed doors? Could Sharon and Nick even hit the sheets once their attraction threatens to boil over? Victoria basically made a prediction about this London trip being a potential turning point for Nick and Sharon, so that's something to keep in mind. By the time Nick and Sharon come home, they could be keeping a big secret about a development in their relationship. Even if fans don't see this possible London passion play out while they're actually there, Y and R might ultimately let Sharon and Nick recall what went down. It'd be easy to offer up a false flashback that shows Nick and Sharon steaming up a London hotel suite. Sharon and Nick might have to decide whether they'll let what happened in London stay in London or accept this as the start of a new romantic chapter. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Nick and Sharon may have to make some tough decisions about their future, so stick with us for more news on what's in store for these former flames. The winds of change are blowing through Genoa City once again, and fans of the Young and the Restless better brace themselves. Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, are headed back from London, but they're not the same couple that left. Their return is shrouded in mystery, with whispers of a secret so huge it could shake the entire Newman family, and possibly the whole town, to its core. A business trip with more than business in mind. It all started innocently enough, or so we thought. Sharon and Nick claimed they were heading to London to visit Faith, Ray Lancaster, check in on her university life, and handle a few Newman media-related obligations. On the surface, it looked like a family trip sprinkled with a little bit of work. But as Y and R fans know, nothing is ever what it seems. According to exclusive news spoilers, Sharon and Nick's time in London may have included more than sightseeing and parental check-ins. They've come back closer than ever, speaking in half sentences, exchanging glances filled with meaning, and avoiding certain questions altogether. A rekindled flame, or something more? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Sharon and Nick have always had a magnetic pull toward each other. Their on-again, off-again love story is the stuff of soap legend. But is this just another temporary spark, or did something happen in London that changed everything? Insiders say that one particularly romantic evening along the Thames River may have led to more than a simple kiss. Could it be that Sharon and Nick secretly tied the knot while overseas? Or perhaps they're engaged and keeping it under wraps until they figure out how to break the news to their families. But what if the secret is even bigger than that? The real reason behind the London trip. Rumors are flying that Sharon and Nick's trip wasn't just about faith or business. Word is they were following up on a very private, very personal matter, something they didn't want anyone in Genoa City to know about. Some sources suggest that Sharon recently received some disturbing medical news, something she chose to face head-on in London with Nick. That Nick received a cryptic letter from someone in his past, someone who requested a secret meeting across the pond. And what they discovered in that meeting could change everything. A child? A long-lost family member? A hidden inheritance? Theories abound, but one thing's for sure, this trip wasn't just about a change of scenery. A secret that could destroy the Newmans. Whatever Sharon and Nick are hiding, it's big enough that they've agreed, together, to keep it under wraps. And that's saying a lot, considering how often Nick has clashed with his father, Victor, Eric Braden, over the importance of honesty and transparency within the family. Will their secret threaten the fragile peace between the Newmans? Victor's not one to be left in the dark, especially when it concerns his son. And Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, who's been on edge lately, is already suspicious about Sharon and Nick's sudden closeness. If the secret involves Adam, Mark Grossman, or worse, a scandal that could damage Newman Enterprises, the fallout could be explosive. Phyllis and Sally get suspicious. Nick's return to town hasn't gone unnoticed, especially by the women he's been involved with recently. Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, who still shares a complicated history with Nick, senses that something's changed. She's not known for letting secrets lie, and you can bet she'll be digging for answers. And then there's Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, whose own life has been a whirlwind of secrets, heartbreak, and ambition. Could she sense an opening to get closer to Nick again, or will this London secret push her further away? As Sharon and Nick grow more guarded, the walls start closing in. The more they try to act normal, the more questions they raise. Faith's role in the secret. Don't count Faith out of this either. Although she's been focusing on her studies in London, insiders hint she may be part of the secret, or at least aware of it. Her social media has gone unusually quiet since her parents visited, and when Sharon and Nick returned, they dodged any detailed updates about her. Could Faith be the key to this puzzle? Some fans are even speculating that Faith may be hiding something herself. A new relationship, a surprise pregnancy, or perhaps a life-altering decision that Sharon and Nick agreed to support, but only in private. A ticking time bomb. As the days pass, Sharon and Nick's secret becomes harder to keep. Genoa City is a small town when it comes to secrets, and someone's bound to overhear the wrong conversation or spot a suspicious piece of paperwork. Whether it's Phyllis, Adam, Victor, or even Chance, Connor Floyd, sniffing around, the truth is coming, and when it does, it could leave reputations ruined and relationships shattered. A game-changing reveal coming soon. Spoilers tease that a major reveal is coming within the next 2 weeks, one that will send shockwaves through Genoa City and leave fans reeling. Could we finally learn what Sharon and Nick were really up to in London? Will it be a long-lost child, a business coup, a health crisis, or even, brace yourself, a bombshell that ties into the mysterious return of a fan-favorite character? The producers are being tight-lipped, but longtime viewers know that when a couple returns from a trip acting this strange, something big is about to drop. Final thoughts. What are Sharon and Nick hiding? One thing's clear. Sharon and Nick didn't just bring back souvenirs from London. They brought back secrets, and secrets in Genoa City don't stay buried for long. As the tension builds and suspicions rise, fans can expect an emotional roller coaster. Whether this secret brings Sharon and Nick closer than ever or tears their world apart, one thing's for sure, it's going to change the young and the restless forever. Stay tuned, because the next chapter of this story is going to be unforgettable.